Peace, fam. So this is my last day wrapping up, moving out of my old spot. This is where I was at, y'all. Okay, this is where I was at. I'm gonna do a whole video on YouTube about this because people was asking me last year to do it, and I'm gonna really show y'all the whole come up. Okay, forget a little eyeliner that's still on my my eyelash. Okay, I've been working. All right, this is what I'm trying to wrap all this up. I'm gonna do. I just talked about it, y'all. People don't even know when I was doing Patreon last year, my house didn't even get under 80 degrees. I used to have to leave out of here after 12 o'clock and not come back till after 5:30. So it's like God been moving quickly, but I'm moving out. I'm getting things wrapped up. Send me love, light, and well wishes, cause I think I'm gonna be able to do fine. But I'm trying to be wrapped up with all this stuff by 3 o'clock. So I got a couple of runs to make. But I just wanted to check in with y'all. I wanted to let y'all know that first and foremost, I hope that everybody is enjoying this new energy that came in with this Aries new moon, because the Aries new moon, y'all, is when it all starting to really pop things off, okay? Make sure you're taking advantage of that energy. Like I said, at this point, if you still haven't felt a shift, if you haven't even felt a little bit of momentum into a positive direction, that means that you still have work to do, like releasing. Remember, the only thing at this point that is stopping you from reaping the other side of this rebirth process is your own ego. So make sure we have our egos in check. Make sure that we're really connected with our heart space. At this point, when you're talking about 5D, okay, we were talking about the 4th dimension last year, how to get from the 3rd D to the 4D. This year, this is all about 5D consciousness. So in order to be able to access that 5D consciousness, you have to ascend through your heart chakra. That heart chakra got to be open. And how you open your heart chakra, okay, listen to what I'm saying. This is more important than any type of technique you can do, is understanding this. The way that you open your heart chakra is by being honest with yourself and accepting things about yourself, things about your past, things, your truths, accepting, okay? When we come to that point of truly accepting, at that point, that's when you'll start to feel the release, because a lot of times when we come to realize things that we need to accept that we might have been pushing away, that's when we realize, like, oh, my goodness, it hurts. You know, it's like the fairy tale, the illusion, the glass breaks, and it's like there's no more smoke screen, and it's like you're left here in reality, okay? The thing that keeps you away from dealing with reality, the thing that separates you from that truth and illusion, is your ego, okay? So in order to tap into your heart space, you got to go to those parts. You got to accept things for what they were. Don't make excuses for yourself. Don't make excuses for others. Accept what has happened. Everybody makes mistakes. That has nothing to do with anything. Nobody's perfect. Nobody will ever be perfect. As long as we're breathing on this planet, we will still have work to do. Okay, that's why we're here. Even people who are so-called of higher vibrations and lower vibrations, we're all in this thing together. We're all on a journey, okay? Each of us are still growing, which is why we're here in the flesh in the first place. So this is a continual process. The measure of the pendulum swing to the right is the measure of the pendulum swing to the left. So we understand, even with the Kabbalion, things come, seasons come and go. You know, in the Bible it says there's a time to laugh, there's a time to weep. There's a time to sow, there's a time to pluck up what has been sown. There's a time to kill, there's a time to heal. So there's a time for everything. But at this time, I'm telling y'all, the universe is really trying to bless us. A lot of us have ancestors that are really active right now. We already have angels in the spirit realm, but we also, a few of us have like very strong people who have passed before us, who are our ancestors that we might have known in this life, and we have a lot of that type of protection and help right now. So a lot of things going on behind the scenes. That's why when we're talking about these moons, the Scorpio full moon that just passed, what were we talking about? The main message of that was what? Faith. Having faith. That even popped up in the Taurus new moon video. It's all about having faith, surrendering, and allowing. So in order to do that, the only thing that blocks you from your blessings is when you block your own heart space. And the one thing that is okay to do, I'd rather you lie to somebody else, but the worst thing that you can do is lie to yourself. So break through that illusion. If anybody's still dealing with things, just accept the truth. Even if it's finances, because that just hopped into my head. Somebody might be having financial issues that's like really panicking you. Everything's going to work out. All you need to do is write down your finances. If you owe a lot, write down what you owe, write down what your income is, and watch how everything just pans out by the end of the month. facing your fears, you realize, damn, I was shortchanging myself the whole time. I didn't realize I had this solution, and this solution. So anyways, y'all, I just wanted to check in with y'all because like I said, I haven't been on Patreon because I've been moving like a mug. Almost done. Let me show y'all this too, because y'all thought it was a game. Like, pretty much be going through things behind the scenes. People see everything looking good, but that don't mean that I don't be dealing with life. You see what I'm saying? That don't mean I don't be dealing with life, y'all. Pretty boss, things happen all the time. So check this out. This is why I wasn't even downstairs in this house the last couple months I was here. That's why it was just so difficult to do a lot of things. Check this out. Do y'all see that? That's mold. That's mold, y'all. My whole apartment had flooded. I was out of town most of my birthday month. I would come in and out just to check on my cat, make sure he's straight, get his litter box food. But I went on a few vacations in April. And when I got back, I realized the whole underneath this part was flooded out. Let me show y'all where it happened at. This whole part was flooded out, y'all. Look, and it looked like it's leaking again. I swear I do. But that whole part was flooded. And then they had to come, the water extraction company came, took all of the water out. And then they still had to leave this thing, look, because this apartment flooded twice, okay? They had to leave that little thing so that they could continue to dry the floor because the walls was wet. It was soaking through the walls. So I wasn't even downstairs. That's why I had to do a lot of my videos upstairs. This whole, it's like, I didn't want to be around mold, and I definitely didn't want my daughter to be around it. That's why I didn't even want her in here. I was trying to be everywhere but here after that happened. And now they're going to have people moving here, and they're not going to know that this unit has mold. That's why I'm saying it's like, well, I'm going to do a review about it, y'all, because I'm serious about that. That's people's health. When I moved into this place, they knew it was things wrong with this unit. That water heater busted twice, and they had to just go ahead and replace it, just like they need to replace that AC unit. But for me being here, you know, I was very excited when I moved here. It looked beautiful on the outside. Everything looked nice. Like, look at it. It looks good. It's nice and spacious. Upstairs is nice. But everything, the glitter ain't gold. You see what I'm saying? So it's like on the surface things look good, but when I really took a deeper look, there was some really core issues, deep core issues, okay? And it's so funny that I said that because I didn't even mean to go into that. That's why Spirit is wonderful. I didn't know where they was taking me with showing y'all that stuff. But it's like, even with yourself, even when you're dealing with other people, forgive yourself if you've dealt with people who might have seemed to be what it was on the outside, okay? Or situations or job circumstances, and put yourself in positions to where it's like, damn, this is what I thought I was getting into. Why would God lead me this way? Why would God lead me with this person when now that I get to see who this person is, they was rotten on the inside? Or I see that this company is not what I thought they said it was rotten on the inside. But a lot of times God will take you through the desert before you get to that abundant land. And this whole year that I was in this house, y'all, it was a lot of stuff. That's why when I went on tour last year, it was beautiful because it was so funny. Like, I was here while I've been living here, but I really haven't been here like that. You know, especially after tour season picked up. Then after tour season, even when I went touring, I still wasn't here, especially after this mold situation. But I said that to say, people will deceive you. A lot of times these things happen, and you know what it's doing is building you. I think, what was the story in the Bible? Where did they have to go? Through Egypt, they was looking for the manna or something like that. I can't even remember. I can't believe I don't remember that story. But I know that y'all know what I'm talking about, where they was going through the desert, and it was like, you're going to get to the land of milk and honey. There it goes. To get to the land of milk and honey, you got to go through the desert. And a lot of times people will see what you're doing on the outside, but people don't know what's going on. Just like with me, there's so many things that still I would never get into details about all the personal things that I went through over the past 6 months, because some of them are just too personal. You understand? Only things that need to be said is the things that need to be said. But people will see things on the outside. Sometimes people will even hate, and people don't know anything that you're going through. You know? The difference between people who succeed and the people who don't, or the people who succeed don't make excuses for themselves. They don't let the storm, unless it's just overridden, because like I said, there was things I was going through, boy. Even if y'all see me absent like that, know that it's real, because I'm doing the best that I can. But it's like, even after that, even after I've been doing my thing again, like, it's been one thing after another. The pendulum just started to swing to the other side. And guess what? It's going to come a time that the pendulum swings to the other side again, because that's the law of rhythm. That's life. Okay, when that pendulum swings to the other side, that's what grows you. We don't grow when things are all beautiful. If this place was beautiful, guess what? I would still be in this place. If that AC worked, I would still be here. Okay, if this apartment didn't flood out twice and ruin a lot of my furniture, I would still be here. You see what I'm saying? But because this pressure that this place put on me, now I've expanded to something that I didn't even imagine is all that I could ever dreamed of. You see what I'm saying? All that I could have ever dreamed of. I knew that was my place before I stepped inside of it. From the numbers to everything. So I just say that to say, don't ever compare yourself to other people. And don't ever think just because you see somebody doing something on the outside, you don't know what a person's going through. I'm going to close out with this. The last thing I'm going to say, you know, sometimes you go places, even let's say you go into the store. You're supposed to be a spiritual person, right? Let's say you go to the store and you think the clerk has an attitude, like the person ringing you up, and you think, like, why they acting like that? A lot of time when you talk to people, you'll realize, like, you don't know what the hell that person going through. A person might be having an attitude with you or might seem to be off for not paying attention. But then if you got to talk to that person, you might find out somebody just passed away. This happened. My house burnt down. I'm trying to figure this out. I was at the store the other day and I asked the lady, you know, sometimes I just like to talk to people because you don't know what people are going through. So I don't really take things personally. So I asked her, I asked the lady, I said, how you doing today? Because I always like to talk to people when I ring up. That's how every store that I go to, the people know me because I'm like one of them type of people. Oh, how you doing? How your kids? You know? So I'm in a new area, so I'm meeting new people. And I asked the lady, I'm like, how you doing today? She's like, girl, I'm so tired. I said, me too. I've been moving. That was yesterday, y'all. I was like, I've been moving like crazy. I feel like I'm about to fall over. So boom, that ended up being a good interaction. If I was taking things personally, excuse me, my mouth is dry, y'all, because I've been dehydrated. I'm over here working. And it's 80 degrees in here. Okay? But it's like, that was a good interaction. I could have took it personally, been like, this lady got an attitude, this and that. But she was tired. People go through things. Nobody's perfect. Okay? Nobody. You understand what I'm saying? So don't compare yourself to other people. Just do the best that you can do in your own personal life. Okay? Anyways, y'all, that was the message. I just wanted to check in with y'all. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Peace.